Hello, hello.
Hey everyone.
Hey, everyone.
This is our last scheduled podcast,
Podcast. It's
but
the end.
we
Not
actually
the
have like a list of like 20
end. Yeah,
that I
not the
just
end
need
of
to make
Creator.
thumbnails for and do shit when I gotta find time tomorrow or Wednesday to do that. So yeah.
Yeah.
But welcome everybody. We're gonna talk
Welcome.
about trends.
Hey, Shauna. Hey, Creative. Hey, SR Exotics. Hey, Mantooth.
Hey everybody.
Hey, everybody. What do we see
Um
going on right now? Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
okay.
Why not?
That was quick. Um yeah, so we're gonna talk about trends.
Why not?
What do we see going on?
What do we see? What does AI see?
With
What
my
is?
limited lens of distance, having not been in the hobby that long, but I like to mess with data. So
Yeah. How was your week?
it was good. It was super busy. I was in California all last week.
Yeah.
Um, busy with work. Um, got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We had our project come out. Oh, I got my dev copies of the books. So for you nerdy role
Nice.
playing game guys. These are two
Nice.
very chunky 400-page Dungeons and Dragons style books.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, uh, planning for the future. Um, yeah, I mean, other than that, it's been pretty straightforward, just really busy. So
Word.
I can't really complain. We are up another 533 animals on Morph Market from the last week. Uh, over the last 30 weeks, we are still down 2,700, shy of two. So we are still down. I did make an attempt to check Wayback Machine to see if I could pull anything to see, like last year at this time, how many animals were up. But no dice. Wayback Machine can pull the front page, but you can't dig into any data, which makes sense. But I was hoping. I'm fairly certain we were at like 36,000, between 36 and 40,000 or something last year at this time.
Yeah.
So we'll see where things go.
Word.
Um, hey, Steven. Uh, but yeah, other than that, things are good. Things are
Yep.
great. What about
Very
you, Trevor? How was your week?
good. Pretty busy. I don't remember if I had pulled off the room rearrangement last week by this time, but I got another. Did I?
Yeah, because we were talking about the fitting the rack in the middle.
Yeah. Okay. That's right.
So,
Um, since the move of the rodents, production has increased significantly. I am now pulling around 100 pinkies a day, which is back up to where I was in the beginning. So that's nice. Um, and I just think I've decided to go from 35 pairings to 44 pairings. So this next round of pairings next week, or days today, 29th? Yeah,
just one day.
this week. Yeah. Uh, there'll be some new pairings that happen this week. So that should be fun. Um, I have been chatting with some newer breeders, which is nice. I've had a few few folks on the go on the website and fill out the form to do some chatting. So I believe we are going to start a new segment next month where we will have a newer breeder on once a month. Is that what we're thinking?
Whenever we can get one.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and a new breeder and you want to come on the show,
yes, we can do some chatting. We'd like to have this be not only to help promote newer breeders, but also answer any questions that newer breeders have. Maybe do collection evaluations, tips and tricks, all that kind of stuff. More focused on specific on a breeder. So if you are interested in coming on the show, go on to www.theballlabs.com and fill out the form, or hit one of us up on Instagram, and we'd love to chat with you. Ball Labs on Instagram. We're Critical Hit Exotics on Instagram, and we'd love to chat with you. We're looking for newer breeders. We'll be sprinkling in some more experienced older breeders as well, of course. So, yeah, hit us up.
Yep. So, hey, Danny. Hey, KG. Hey, Renee.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Renee. Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
We are. I think we're going to have our first newer breeder on October 27th, if everything lines up.
Yep.
So look forward to meeting Jeffrey from Bald Headed Balls.
If it all lines up.
If it all lines up, yeah.
And apparently Keith is buying a pet store.
And Keith, that is fucking awesome. Hell yeah. All right.
So yeah, trends.
What do we see? What's going on? What are you seeing, Josh?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like here's the constant that I have right now, right? So is playing with this data. Clown rules the world.
Mm-hmm.
Then pastel, then pied.
Yeah.
Those are like the big three, not only in just number of animals, but also the number of sales.
Yeah.
So, a pretty big percentage of animals have those genes, and they are also the largest. Like the top 10, if you look of number of animals listed with specific genes and the number of animals sold, it's the same 10 pretty much. I think the only off that I'm seeing is like fire and banana flip-flop for that number 10 position. But it's pretty consistent. I don't know. It's interesting to me, but I noticed between in the last 2 weeks, Outback Reptiles, no more ball python listings, which is fucking weird.
On Morph Market?
On Morph Market. They still have the one animal that the one ball python that they have is the same one on their website. They do have some imports on their website that aren't on Morph Market, but I'm not going to count that. But that one was weird. And then between, the last month, Nerd also has no ball pythons. I know he was dropping down. I didn't think he'd get rid of everything, though. They have no ball pythons listed.
That's wild.
So two pretty big groups don't have any ball pythons listed on Morph Market, or one, but I'm not going to count that. I did notice over the last 10 weeks that Canova's market share of how many animals they have listed has been slowly dropping, but I don't think they've listed anything this year yet, not like other people.
Gotcha.
In terms of breeders for number of listings versus number of listings that are now missing, Wilbanks is number one in both. Kind of figured that. I think when we went over it last time, we noticed that, they're always number one for how many animals they have listed. They couple weeks ago, they almost hit a peak they almost got to over 1,000 animals listed.
Yeah. And
Um,
wasn't their number one gene banana?
Banana.
Yeah.
Their second gene was coral glow. So I think half of the animals that they had listed, they had like 990 listings, and almost 600 of them had banana or coral glow in them.
Wow. So maybe they're the ones affecting that number 10 spot.
Well, I wonder if, yeah, for sure. But I wonder too if, Wilbanks he was probably one of the early banana people.
Yeah.
Probably bred it to everything.
Yeah.
And that's just, what's going on with his collection is just bananas and everything. But if you're selling in that 66% of the market range, which is sub 500, bananas your bread and butter, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting to see, like, there's names that interestingly enough pop up. Like, you'll have that top 10 group of listings, but they're not necessarily the top 10 in missing entries. And I kind of wonder how many of those are just people dropping out, like I saw with the Nerd and Outback. Because, like, if I look at just so I updated the AI, the custom GPT, with a drop this morning. So, like, top 10 sellers of missing listings between 2 weeks ago and today. Wilbanks is number one, 158 missing listings. Outback Reptile is number two, 129 missing listings. Midwest Monsters is number three with 58. Canova with 37. Reptiles for Centuries with 36. Crystal Ball Exotics with 33. No Limit Reptiles with 32. Adam Chesla, 27. Collie Creations, 26. And Bob's Balls, 24. And this list is far more volatile from data set to data set than anything else.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because, like, those weird ones that pop up, like, I wonder if I went and double checked, I wonder if these are people that have just gotten out.
Right.
Versus people that are just selling consistently.
Yeah.
Well,
we know a few of them are just selling consistently.
Yeah, I mean, there's names that pop up every once in a while. So, like, between 8 and 6 weeks ago, Custom Scales popped up as one of them. But Dave has been around forever.
Yeah.
Garrick is on here. Metazotics, Hutch's Clutches, Sinful Serpents, Steve's Morphs. And so, like, that list is a little more consistent with people that I've known and heard of. And then every once in a while you get this weird list.
Yeah.
So, but like, if I look at the top 10 genes that are missing between data sets, Pastel, Clown, Pied, Yellow Belly, Enchi, Leopard, OD, and Fire and Banana Flip-Flop. It separates het and visual. So, like, I just collapse the Clown and het clown bucket or the Pied and het pied bucket.
Right.
But yeah, it's all pretty consistent. Yeah, I mean, it could be just people updating after a while. Could be a lot of things. There could be, like, was it Chris did another video mid last week where he talked where, I think we look at Morph Market and we see, almost 34,000 animals up on Morph Market. But between people that are wholesaling, don't list, only do shows, stuff like that, conservatively, it's probably triple that number.
Hmm.
Um, so then I look at, like, between every 2 weeks, there's about 3,000 missing listings on Morph Market. So, you know, we're still selling like 9,000 ball pythons, or there's 9,000 ball pythons missing every. If I triple those numbers as well as triple the market, we're still going through about 4,500 ball pythons a week. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah. That's obviously a combination of sales, not renewed. People don't pay for their
Yeah,
accounts.
it's just the listing is missing from one data set to the next.
Right. For some reason. Right. Interesting. Hmm. Well, so uh, continue to buy clowns is what you're saying, because they're trending.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, ChatGPT thinks that the top 5 morphs that are trending, due to being talked about, shows, all that kind of stuff, um, were DG, Sunset, G Stripe, Lab, and Clown.
Yeah.
And when I asked it, where did it get this data from? I looked at reptile shows, conventions, expos, online communities, breeder forums, social media platforms, which morphs are being posted, sold, and talked about the most frequently. So I would align with that. That those are probably trending upwards.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing, and we were talking about it backstage before the show started, is I know that ChatGPT doesn't scrape data very well from
Yeah.
websites. But it can find things that are trending. So, like, when it's saying lavender,
Yeah.
like, I bet you it sees that Balls of Fury
Mm,
has popular posts about lavender.
yeah.
Um,
Has a lot of likes, a lot of comments.
Steven, if you're still out there, you guys talk about Sunset a whole hell of a lot. But like, it's telling you reptile shows, but like,
I was
it's
gonna
not
know.
getting data from reptile shows. I know it's not.
Yeah, it gave me the top 5 ball pythons from the Schaumburg show, um, a YouTube video.
Was that
Uh,
Rhino?
yeah, Rhino. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's obviously it's taking that into consideration. When I asked
Sure.
it, what are the top 5 morphs that are downward trending? Um, Spider, pastel, lesser, pinstripe, and bumblebee, which is a pastel spider, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So um, I could see. I mean, the funny thing about pastel is everybody's got it, and everybody claims to hate it, right? So,
Yep.
unfortunately, uh, that's like going to be one of those morphs that it's tough to get away from, and it's tough to breed
I
out of the collection, right?
I don't. So I'm going to respond to Choke Artist here. I don't know if Spider is going to make a comeback financially. People love it.
Yeah.
Like, we've talked about this before. It looks fucking great. You are going to have the bad examples of the wobble. But like, there's too much uphill battle with just the people that are full stop against even breeding
breeding spider.
a spider.
I agree. I don't think it'll ever make a financial comeback, but I think a lot of morphs don't
Yeah.
financial comebacks, right? And I think spider will be a staple in the pet industry for a long time, because it's a very visually appealing animal, and
Yeah.
you know, I sell the crap out of them at expos when I have them on the table. In fact, people fight over them at the expos. But from a breeder standpoint, I agree.
From a breeder standpoint, it's kind of done.
Mm-hmm.
But like shows, if you are selling pets, like I guarantee you, like 90% of the people that are walking through the pet store don't know the history of spider.
Yeah, for sure.
As a gene, so like they
Right.
have no concept. They just see that it looks cool.
Right. And in fact, number 5 being Bumblebee, people will run over little kids for bumblebees.
Yeah.
On the table. So, IG. There's people over on IG. What's up,
Oh
Jason?
yeah, those people. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. What's up, Jason Amos? Jason Amos, Tire God, Mike's Balls, clowning around 420. Creator Reptiles, clowning around has a couple comments. What is a big piece of advice for ball python breeders that you would give that are in their 3rd season coming up?
Third breeding season or third just season raising and.
Well, hopefully by 3rd season you're gonna start having clutches.
Yeah. Because one way I can't help you because this is only my 2nd breeding season. The other way is technically it's my 5th year snakes.
3rd breeding season.
Third breeding. You're ahead of me, man. I need your advice.
Clowning around, I would say if you have not started breeding your own rodents, that is key. Get on breeding your own rodents. I don't know where you're at, but if you would like to come on the show and have a chat, feel free to go to www.theballlabs.com and fill out the form, or hit up me or Josh on Instagram, and we would love to have a chat with you.
So I would say if you're 3 breeding seasons in, if you are like, stop, look at the pairings you're doing, and if you're still making the same stuff as you were the first year you're breeding, you might want to consider, selling some stuff to get some new genes, some new things in, so you're making new stuff that's going to push things forward, as opposed to just making the same things over and over again.
Mm-hmm. We'd probably have to we'd have to know a little bit more about your operation and your goals, and that kind of stuff. So hit us up, and we'd love to have a chat with you, clowning around, for sure. We can bring you on the show and we can chat about it.
If the wobble issue was cured, would people flock back to the gene?
Ooh.
I mean, they may. It depends on what the cure is. If the cure is the customer has to spend money at the vet to have a surgery, then I don't think so. Because nobody's going to buy a pet knowing they got to do like a $500 surgery.
That'd be tough.
And then on the flip side, if it's the breeder's responsibility to do that, I think you're going to have a cost issue because then all of a sudden it's out of range of a pet. And there's already the stigma with breeders for it. Now, if it's like, no, we've genetically fixed the line and there's this new line of spider out there, then Probably, and it would probably be really fucking expensive initially while people are trying to get into it.
Yeah, for sure.
So if Bolt proved out to be Spider with no issues, is Bolt Spider? Is it just another name for Spider, or
I haven't heard of Bolt. That would be a good one to look into. A clown around says, "Have you guys heard anything about black pastel fixing wobbles from Spider or preventing it somehow?" I haven't heard black pastel, but I have heard blackhead. Blackhead. The problem is when you get a blackhead spider, it looks like a normal. Yeah. Oh, Dustin came over from IG.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Okay, so it's somebody else's line of spider. Then it sounds like. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if can you test. Yeah, we kind of talked about that little when we talked about we had an incubation episode where we talked about, like, you know, slow cooking black pastel to get rid of some of the issues.
And spider. Yeah.
And like I could see the same thing happening. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, and I'm gonna be just frank, like, most of the spiders I have seen have not had much of a wobble at all.
Right.
But you occasionally get those worst case scenario that it's like someone didn't take care of it. It got surrendered to someone who didn't take care of it. The thing is stressed as shit, isn't eating, and it's stargazing and just doing all sorts of fucking corkscrewing.
Right.
And then that's the snake that they put on a YouTube video that everybody sees
and freaks out about. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I've bred spider for years and I haven't had issues with them. So, and I haven't even had to do in a while. I haven't done any lower temperature incubation methods or anything like that. Another reason why they find is from increased stress, right?
Yeah.
And that can happen in a lot of different ways. So don't stress out your spiders. You might not have an issue. Sounds like the culture killed the spider.
Well, I mean, it's a bunch of things, right? Like the super is just lethal. Yeah. So it already kind of paints you into a corner of how you do your pairings, right? And then on top of it, if you have a bad line or your animals are stressed or anything, you could end up seeing a bad example of it. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, they look fucking great, but like me personally, I've made the choice just to not have a spider in my collection.
Right.
But I also do shit like I don't want spot nose in my males because I don't want to spread it around. I don't, like there are things that I do to make sure I'm not painting myself in a bad corner later when I'm planning out my pairing. So,
right.
And I just I was looking at it going like, well, I don't want to have to do a pairing where there's obviously a lethal combo in there, which happens with spider with a few genes. I don't have champagne. I don't have I just don't have genes that do that. And for the most part, I keep anything that has problematic supers like spot nose, black pastel, cinnamon. I try to keep it in my females and not my males. That way I have a clutch that may get cinnamon, may get black pastel, may get spot nose, but I'm not passing it all over. I'm not having like 4 clutches from the single male that's going to have spot nose all over and it's like I get a hold back that's like, well, shit, now I can't pair this to this animal because it's going to do a super and it could have problems. I just don't want to deal with it. I'm neurotic. I think of the worst fucking situation possible. My wife hates me because I won't go on a cruise because I just have nightmares about the kids falling over the boat. So, don't take what I do as like gospel. Do your own thing. I'm
There
not
you
going to judge anybody unless you're purposely making fucking super spiders.
go. Back to trends.
Yeah.
Um,
They went down that rabbit hole.
One of the trends I have definitely seen in 2025 are the increased amount of podcasts coming up. Obviously,
This
we
is our
started.
last podcast, by the way. We're cutting that trend. No.
We're cutting that trend off. Obviously, we started our podcast in February of this year, so we jumped on part of that trend. But if you haven't jumped on the Herb Collectors Network or the Whiskey Bomb Network, they have blown up with all the different podcasts they have as well. And so what I feel like a couple of years ago was the YouTube trend, putting out long form videos. That was going pretty strong a couple of years ago. Now everybody's turned to podcasts, which I think is great. I think both are great. But I have noticed that there's a lot of podcasts going on. In fact, there's lists out now that you can see all the different podcasts on all the different days of the week and spend your entire time watching podcasts on YouTube. Which is
there's all of those. Adam's got 2 shows. Billy has his show. God, there's so much content out there. And then like just this last weekend was the Epic online convention.
Yeah.
I spent a whole day watching video. And you still can. You can go back and watch the replays.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just a ton of like I remember feeling like 5 years ago, I've watched all the Chris Hardwick videos.
Yeah.
I've watched like I'm done. I've hit the bottom of the barrel and I'm just like searching for shit to watch. And now it's like I do not have time to watch all this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean MJ and his whole Trap Network stuff too.
Oh yeah.
They have an episode every night, sometimes 2.
Yeah.
And there's something for everybody. If you don't like one person, you can go watch another person.
There you go.
So
I do miss the long form videos though, because while I love the podcast, like I don't have time to watch all the podcasts live and be in the comments and which I used to be pretty good about it when the podcast started blowing up, and now it's like I can't watch 3 podcasts.
Here's the trick, man. You just go in for the first 10 minutes, say hi everyone, and then leave.
And then leave.
Steven, are you still here?
That's funny.
I'm just kidding.
But I do love the podcast. I do feel like
I would say treat it like a podcast. Just like turn it on and listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keith, I know you're here.
We love you.
A long timer. I think you've been here since like we started.
We love you, Keith, and I'm going to need an employee discount at the Reptile store. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but some of them at least clearly label, and this is for Dustin. Some of them at least clearly label that like, hey, tonight we're doing a movie review.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to watch that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
hey,
trends. We were supposed to be talking about trends.
Trends.
I guess it's kind of a trend. Podcasts. Lots of podcasts and videos.
Another trend that I've been seeing that's picking up, and I don't know how much it's going to be prevalent in the future. I imagine it's still going to be pretty prevalent, but international buyers. More and more people on their Morph Markets stores are showing up with shipping to all the different countries. So that's it's pretty impressive. I've going off topic is trending.
That's going to trend here too. Trevor and I were talking about this on Saturday.
Yeah. Which I think is great. And we were talking about how I feel like, and nothing bad about Canada, but I feel like Canada has there's like the 4 big breeders, and I haven't seen a lot of new breeders popping up out of Canada. But I have seen, Miguel is really building up Latin America, which I think is amazing. Sorry, what were you going to say, Josh?
Oh, so what's interesting on Morph Market is if you cull out and just do US only instead of North America, it's only like 2,000 extra ball pythons. Like, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
But I also don't know how accessible like shipping is, right? If their market's smaller, there's probably a lot of smaller breeders, but they just sell at shows.
Yeah.
They're not listing on Morph Market because they're not dealing with like import export shit.
Yeah.
Canada just lost Will. What?
Where'd Will go? Did he move to the States?
Because I'm getting out of here. But you brought up Miguel. And like we were talking about this is like, yeah, he like
Will move to Georgia?
No shit.
No way.
Wow.
Damn. All right.
Man,
so we know where the
Georgia. That's where everybody's at.
Yeah, the epicenter of all the breeders is in Georgia. That's cool.
Yeah,
he just built
how he does in that humidity
too.
But like we were talking about Miguel specifically, like how he's been propping up the Latin America market, even the shows and everybody. It wouldn't surprise me to find out that, part of Miguel's business is that he is not necessarily bankrolling with cash, but, giving 2 to 3 breeders stock, like breeding stock animals for a percentage of their business. And doing that in multiple Latin markets or even South American markets. So, like, kudos to Miguel, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. Speaking of Georgia.
Yeah, hardwired.
Shout out to Tony. If you guys don't follow Tony or know about Tony, he's been going through some health issues, and he goes in for surgery tomorrow. And hopefully he has a smooth surgery and a speedy recovery, and things go well. So, speaking of Georgia and Tony.
But yeah, like that, and that's another thing too with talking about Morph Market isn't the only marketplace. Like it's definitely the biggest one, but I think it caters more towards breeders than any other marketplace, because I hear a lot about like other markets to export to that they find people based on their website. And I'm seeing more and more people like you, but Adam, like a bunch of people that are just setting up a website because it makes it far easier for people to search.
Yeah.
And find reputable people.
Breeders in the US.
Where you can just get an email inquiry that's like, hey, do you have like 30 animals you can export?
Yeah.
And I know people are probably like, I think it would take a little bit for me to figure out, but apparently doing it's actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
Just finding a broker to help you with it.
To get the CITES going?
Yeah. So you'll learn something new.
There you go.
But yeah, people getting their websites together. I see that trending up.
That's trending. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Danny, is if you're in that sub 500 market, if that's where a majority of your animals are, morph market might not be the best place to sell your animals because
Mhm.
that's the most that's 66% of all the listings on morph market. You're going to get washed out. All the other buckets trend up and down for sales, but
Mhm.
those three buckets that I have in my pie charts that are like 0 to 150, 150 to 250, and 250 to 500, they're pretty much steady line. It's 66% of the market every time I run this pie chart. But I mean, it's 66% of the sales are in those buckets. It's just there's more there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot harder to get noticed. Um, I again, this is something that Trevor and I have talked about, and I see the trend going towards this where it's, you know, some of my higher end animals I'll probably list on Morph Market and probably wait to sell those because I know I'm not going to sell them at shows.
Mhm.
Because they're out of budget for people looking for pets. A majority of my stuff I will probably sell at shows. After probably a year on the market, I will probably do a Palm Street auction because
Yeah.
it's a little bit above wholesaling them.
Mhm. And Jessica, if you watch this, bring back the auctions.
Yeah, I mean it keeps people in your ecosystem, right? I like here's another one that a lot of people do and we haven't talked about is people that have a Patreon for the sole purpose of making it a layaway plan. And
Yeah.
people get direct access to the animals first. So if you know somebody that's in the same projects you are and has animals available on a regular basis, I'm just putting away that $50 every month. And then as soon as an animal pops up that I want, I'm just going to go put that money towards that. And here's 200 cash. Give me that $1,000 animal.
Yeah. What do you want to bet? That's where Justin sells a lot of animals
Yeah.
instead of on Morph Market.
Well, I mean, what Olympus Reptiles, I think that was their whole business. He
Yeah.
wasn't on Morph Market.
No, but they had a storefront.
They had the pet store.
Yeah.
I know they got rid of it at one point, like
Yeah.
towards the end, but they also had the rodents. But like, I think all the ball pythons they sold was through the Patreon that they had.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, that's a good idea. Patreon's a good idea.
Yep. Because they're unable to sell. Like, Danny, I've sold 2 animals on Morph Market in a year. Morph Market is not where I'm selling it. Like, it shows that's where I'm selling them.
Shows
I get
you.
plenty of inquiries, like, but then they just, generally most of the time they ghost after like 3 or 4 back and forths. Um, Really quick, just because I have this up. Um, so one of the other things that I pulled was genes that the number of animals with those genes has gone down over time from each data set. Because I wanted to see if there were any like abnormal genes out there that maybe it's like, hey, these genes are selling right now. So the biggest drop that is a non weird fucking gene that nobody has was actually bongo. In the last 10 weeks on Morph Market, bongo has dropped 20%, the number of animals listed for sale. It's gone from 185 animals 10 weeks ago to 150.
So it's either people aren't listing them or people sold them, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
And what number on the list was that?
well, that's the first in terms of percentage.
Oh, okay. So maybe there's a lot of people getting into bongo right now.
Yeah, I mean, so it's interesting because there is a side conversation in Adam's Patron right now about Bongo
Okay.
specifically, and this kind of was like, oh, hey, look at that. Let's see, what are some other ones? So like this is where I saw the nerd thing happen, because there are some genes out there that are very nerd specific genes, like odium fader, um, that dropped. Like they were actually number 1 and 2 on the list.
Mm.
Um, but when I went back and looked, it was like, well, all the nerd listings are gone. That's why they dropped.
Yeah, that's why they
So
dropped.
odium dropped from 50 to 20,
Mm.
and fader dropped from 49 to 13 listings.
Mm.
But I'm gonna presume all of that drop.
Because of
All of
Kevin
that drop happened when nerds listings went
went
missing.
away. Yeah, went away. Gotcha.
Let me just see real quick, because like a lot of these are like, it's only gone down by like 2 or 3 animals, and it's not worth mentioning. But let me see. Lucifer,
Another
another nerd,
nerd,
dropped from 35 to 17.
which is another form of fire.
Yep.
Right?
Um,
A line of fire, I should say.
Nyala had a good drop. I mean, there weren't many animals to begin with, but went from 20 to 15.
Okay.
Um,
So Steven sold some animals.
maybe. Sapphire dropped. So it went from 15 to 9. I think that there's another Malum. That's another nerd one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it.
So if you want to hedge your bets against the future, invest heavily in clown.
Yeah, actually, there was some Sapphire puzzle stuff that somebody, fuck, who was it? Percentage of auction sales versus regular sales, like that doesn't really, on average at any given time, there's about 300 auctions going on.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-day window that they run for, and things are kind of leapfrogging and cycling out. But I know just from at any time I pull data, it's about 3. It's hard to tell if it's sold at an auction versus a regular sale. All I know that it's missing.
Right.
It
What
could
up,
have
Nick?
gone off auction and then sold for a normal price.
Yeah, who knows? What up, Nikki? We had some more people on IG too. Insomnia, C2, TFN Shauna, Shauna Kuna, SRT4, and Rat Bastard Royals.
No, I get it, Keith. The problem is I run it, I scrape once every 2 weeks. And so I'm getting that snapshot of auctions, and by the time it's off auction, it turns into a normal listing, or it's just gone. So I can't really tell.
Yeah. Was there a way to pull multi-gene animals compared to like 4-gene animals compared to 3-gene animals compared to 2-gene animals? Is there a
Yeah,
way?
it takes a lot of time, and it's just complex.
Gotcha.
That's it. Because you'd have to go through and ask the same question multiple times for
Yeah.
every combination. I did do at one point, like just for my own sanity, I did today after I pulled the data, I did a summary for Dreamsicle over the last 5 data sets. So like the number of Dreamsicle animals has gone up by about 31 in the last 10 weeks. And the average number of missing between data sets is about 20. Why do some people sold snakes disappear from? Because they delete them. They delete the listing.
Yeah.
You can just pull it out. You don't have to keep it.
What up, Warrior Garden? Welcome to the channel.
So price breakdown, actually, dreamsicles, 90% of them are 750 up. And the couple that are in the 500 to 750 bucket are all males, just straight male dreamsicles.
Gotcha.
There's a couple that end up in the lower end, but I looked at them and they're all hets. They're not visuals. So
yeah, gotcha.
Just people have them mislisted as visual.
Makes sense.
Funny enough, Will Banks has the most. They have 17 of them.
So Mike is just killing it over there. That's good.
Yeah. All Grass Reptiles is number 2. Canova is number 3.
Really, what we should take from this is everybody should breed bananas like Mike, and then you can sell a lot of animals.
Yeah, $300 a pop, just like Bells.
Yeah.
Bells, bananas, pies.
That's all you need.
$300 a pop. Just go to a show every month. I did a breakdown of what other genes are popular within dreamsicles. So 22 of the animals have yellow belly in it. 16 of them have OD.
Okay.
14 have blackhead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's more than I thought.
So if you have an OD blackhead, you're just ahead of the game.
There are 12 dreamsicles that are 66% het clown.
Wow.
Not just het clown, just 66% het clown.
Okay, there you go.
Enchi, pastel, red gene. There are 3 dreamsicles with blade.
Yeah, that's a downward trending gene there for sure.
3 with leopard, 2 with cinnamon.
Nice.
So yeah, like it's definitely interesting. Like you can super dig into this shit.
Yeah.
Actually, that was from 10 weeks ago. So here's today's: 27 with yellow belly, 19 with blackhead, 19 with OD, 13 Enchi, pastel, leopard. And then what I could do is I can go like, give me the listings for all dreamsicles with 2 other genes in it.
Yeah.
And then do the breakdown again and so on and so forth. But you could do this with, like, if I wanted to do hypo clown or clown pied or whatever,
right,
I could do the same thing. Clown pied, there's probably a shit ton of, because clown and pied are like 2 of the top 3 genes.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck, a pastel clown pied is probably the most popular thing out there. So, but it's interesting too, because it's one of the weird things where I can actually see in certain price buckets the number of listings dropping. So if you kind of had an animal and maybe a sweet spot, that might be the sweet spot, is the 750 to 1,000 range for dreamsicles, because that, like, it's gone down and then popped up and then gone down and then popped up and then gone down, versus most of the other ones have all just gone up.
Yeah, I got you.
Like the 2,500 plus, there's just more animals there.
Yeah, of course. Did we do deals of the week? No, we didn't.
We didn't.
Do you have a deal of the week?
I don't. I forgot. And
I got one.
Go for it, Trevor.
He's just been sitting here chilling the entire time. This is a pastel chocolate het DG, 50% het hypo male, sitting at 500 grams. And he can find a new home for $125 this week, plus shipping.
Cool. I will extend my my deal from last week. Which is basically if you see something on Morph Market, I'll cover shipping.
There you
go. But also if you reach out, maybe we can work out a deal. So if there's one thing, I will never say no outright. I will listen, but
we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Especially on 2024 babies.
Yes.
They need to
honestly go. Like, so we have the Repticon on the 11th and 12th of October. I think my whole table is going to pretty much be my 2024 babies. I think I have like 14 left. And it's going to be wheel and deal to get those out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I just, so the actually I had a clutch hatch while I was in California.
Oh, there you go.
I had, it was a Firefly clown het hypo boy to a black pastel clown girl. Or a black pastel het clown girl. Four animals, got 3 clowns, so got great odds there. But yeah, but they are sitting on a Walmart rack with a piece of heat tape and a thermostat because my hatchling rack is full. So I need to get rid of 2024 babies. So I still have 2 clutches in the incubator. That's, I think, a 7 egg clutch and a 5 egg clutch. So, or a 7 and a 6. So I have 13 more babies coming. So I need to get shit out. So definitely, if it's something on everything on Morph Market right now is my 2024 hatchlings. I haven't put anything for 2025 up. So anything on Morph Market, message me.
Cover the shipping.
And maybe even go lower.
More. Yeah, there you go.
So
hold please, I have to go to Morph Market. Danny, my deal of the week was a pastel chocolate yellow belly het DG 50% het hypo male for $125 plus shipping. Josh's is free shipping on anything on Morph Market, and then possibly even a better deal than that. Just hit him
up. Choke Artist, it's all the animals that I have on Morph Market currently. So if you go to my Morph Market page, which is Critical Hit Exotics, if you see anything there that you're interested in, send me a message. I will cover shipping and maybe even cut more off. Danny, I need to message you. I even talked to Trevor on Saturday about this. I might get rid of one of my lavender girls that I know you messaged me about, and I'm thinking about it. I will probably message you tomorrow because I'll let you have first crack at it.
There you go. There you go. All right. So wrapping this up, what can you do to set yourself up for success by following the trends? Buy clown, start a podcast.
we kind of already talked about this and figured this out, right? It's honestly about knowing your audience.
Yeah.
Know it. Like if you live in Georgia, you can get into high-end animals because you got Bob, you got Will now, you got Justin, you got Tony. All those high rollers hanging out there.
Billy, Tony.
Yeah.
Everybody is in Georgia.
Good. Yeah. You're good. If you're in the Midwest and you're doing local shows, focus on bananas, bells, and pies.
And call yourself Mike.
I can look at Will Banks and go like, the guy that has the most animals sells the most animals.
I mean,
that's what he's selling.
We've said it for a long time. Bananas, bells, and pies. Sell them. Make them. Sell them. You'll sell a lot of animals. Make a lot of money. Then you can create your own incubators. It'll be great.
Yeah, but and then you can have your small little cool projects for yourself.
Yeah.
And the other things fund everything else.
There you go.
So
there you go.
I don't know. Like, I feel like the number of animals is going down overall.
Yeah.
I feel like we were close to 40,000 at this time last year. And
I
this
think
is like post, like a lot of people have already posted their hatchlings for the year.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
We're in September now. End of September, right? So
yeah.
hatchling season. We're moving into breeding season again. Hatchling season's pretty much on the fritz. So
So like if you were doing shows, just most of the people that are going to shows are looking for a pet.
yeah.
Put that eye candy out there, sell the eye candy, fund your pet project, and you'll be happy. But
Yes.
don't get into a situation where you're doing this to make $1,000 animals, bring $1,000 animals to a Boondocks show,
Mm-hmm.
because you're not going to sell anything.
Mm-hmm. Don't
So
bring $5,000 animals to the local Repticon.
I don't know. Maybe there are big people that are getting out. Like I kind of see that a little bit.
Could be. There are definitely people I've seen that are switching species.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that was one of our episodes, was talking about should you
Yeah.
diversify or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that should be coming up soon. Hey, next episode though, I think we're just going to focus on clown.
Yeah.
So
Let's talk about
that'll
it.
be fun.
Yeah.
We'll just deep dive some clown stuff, considering it's the most popular gene out there and the most readily available gene out there.
There you go.
Remember as well, for everybody out there listening, we're going to have some guests on. We'd like to focus on new breeders.
Yep.
To get them some exposure and to help them out. So if you're interested, go to www.theball.labs and fill out the form, and we'll get back to you.
Yep.
Or just message us on Instagram.
That
Ball
works
Labs or Critical Hit Exotics.
on IG. Don't do Facebook because I use the Meta Business Suite and it never fucking works. It's
Yeah.
stupid. I go in and I find messages from like 46 weeks ago that I never responded to, and people probably hate me. And I don't know why it doesn't work. So Instagram or the website.
And thank you for everybody that is using the custom GPT.
Yes.
I can see how many people have done searches. I'm getting close to 100.
Nice.
So that's fun. I wonder what people are using it for, because I can't see that and I can't see who used it. So, but if you do run into any issues, just let me know. I'm usually pretty quick to figure it out. The last couple of weeks have been a little rough just from travel and everything, but I'm back home again.
There we go.
So I think that's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Anything else from you guys out there? Fun show, guys. Thanks, Renee.
Thanks, Renee.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys next week to talk about clown.
Bye.
Bye.